Okay, before we start this video, let's take a little tour of some material that I picked up the other day. So this is all brass. I got all this for free, or I'm going to trade a little labor for it maybe. But all this brass. Let's take a walk. There's Howard Boy. Hey Howie. Let's give him a tour, Howie. We're going handheld here. So all of this steel, so there's drill rod there, there's some good size inch and eighth shaft, some more back there, all sorts of steel, more steel than I'm gonna probably ever use, right Howard? Attaboy. A little, all of this plexiglass in there. You see any plexiglass there, Howard? Huh? See anything there? Okay, let's continue on. Sorry for this handheld, guys, but a little tour, then we'll start the video. So, all of this threaded rod. Let's see which drawer it's in. All this aluminum plate, some aluminum rod, 1 inch, inch and a quarter, bunch of aluminum plate. There's more, hang on. All of this aluminum. So we got some, looks like 1.5 inch square, some flat bar, some round bar, a lot of small, some more flat bar, some box tubing. Up here, we got more, we got stainless, we got, this is all bronze, square bar, copper, more aluminum up top. And then we come back here, and all of this is copper. And I don't know if we got if this is showing up or not, but we got all sorts of copper back here. So, not a bad haul. So let's get on with the start of this video. Hello everybody. Thanks for stopping by the shop again. My name's Chuck, and you know the channel's Outside Screwball. And this video, I had to start off a little show off there, show you all the material I picked up. I think I got enough material in my shop now to last me the rest of my lifetime for projects. But this video is about the repair of the idler on my MONARCH 10EE. In previous videos I showed you that the belt wasn't tracking properly, and then I showed you in the last video that a idler that I borrowed had a crown in it and the belt tracked really well. Why all of a sudden my units didn't start tracking correctly, I have no idea. And I'm very lucky that my friend allowed me to borrow his idler, because I think I would have been chasing it for some time trying to figure out the tracking. So this video is showing using the surface grinder to create the crown in the idler. And kind of a preface here, okay, I'm a home shop hobbyist machinist, so a lot of this stuff is something I haven't done before. Learning along the way. And let's talk about learning. Saturday I was lucky that my good friend and mentor Chewy stopped into the shop. We worked on some items for him, which I just love helping people, so more than happy to get him situated. And then we started discussing about doing the grinding. And you'll see in the video, there's a little trick or tip tool that he had once told me. He showed me how to use it, which I don't remember if he did, but we're going to show it, we're going to explain it. And also want a little shout out to my good buddy Carl. We had a whole discussion about how to do this, and it's helpful to have people's experience to bump thoughts and methods to get to the final end. And the other nice thing is, yes, I'm a tool, as Fenner put it, a tool queer. Yeah, as you all know, I collect tools. In this video, I get to use the Suburban Tool Master Grind, which I haven't shown yet. I've kind of shown you the box. Herman Schmidt Clearview dresser for the wheel, for the grinding wheel, and then also another dresser that I had purchased that does both sides to thin a wheel. So love using the tools. That's why I got them, and I hope you enjoy this video. Again, I'm not an expert at this, and there's probably a lot of repeats as I'm talking. A little bit of repeat from Chewy explanations, but I think you'll enjoy the video, and I'll fast forward to blow through some things. I should have fast forwarded through all this talking also. Final closing, everybody I know, I have my special needs son Tim. Friday, what is today? Today's Monday. Today, Friday, he went back into the hospital again with a similar aspiration pneumonia. We're pretty much through that right now and trying to just get him all healthy and back eating so we can bring him back home. Unfortunately, both my wife and I have caught something while we're there, so we're dealing with that. Okay, I hope you enjoy the video, and again, I always appreciate you taking your time to stop and see me. It means a lot to me. Take care. One final thought is, of course, after I shut off the camera, I just wanted to share this hobby of machining. One of the things I really enjoy, I enjoy trying to build things and get things done, but I really love the problem solving of trying to figure out a setup that'll work. And this setup that I ended up, you'll see the renditions as it went through, but you don't see them all. I went through many renditions of how to set this up. Also, this isn't the only way that this job could be done. It could be done on a lathe and used either you could use straight tooling, or you could use a tool post grinder would be another method to do it. But I chose, since I have the machine and the tools, to do it with the surface grinder. Okay, that's enough of my yabbering.
Yeah.
So
I don't have a hat on.
okay, we're filming. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Hey, so here today with my good friend Chewy, my mentor, and as you know, in my last video I showed that the idler wheel that I borrowed had a crown in it, and it was a 7-degree grind. So I'm setting up here to actually do the grind, and I'm going to show you a little trick instead. I still got some work to do to get this ready. So let me pick up the camera and move it here for a second, and we're going to come over here, and we're looking down at the Herman Schmidt.
Have you explained the 7 degrees that you need here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to get on camera?
No.
There's my buddy Chewy. He's here. We were talking about grinding the wheel, putting a 7-degree slope on the wheel, and Chewy was mentioning, well, where's those little tooling pieces that I made to grind the 7-degree taper on the wheel? And so we pulled these out, and these are items, and we're going to take them over and discuss it. But then we also have the Clearview Herman Schmidt. And he said, yeah, well, you can use your Clearview. You bought it, you own it, you ought to use it. But he mentioned, this is a pretty cool trick, and a lot of guys don't have an expensive tool like you have there. So let's show this and do a quick discussion on it. So we're going to move over to the surface grinder, do a little setup, and do a little instruction on how these are used. Okay, we're over here at the surface grinder. I'm not going to run the grinder. I'm not going to grind the wheels, so don't get excited, okay? So the setup here, in this setup, we're looking at cutting 7 degrees. So there's a 7-degree angle block, 7-degree angle block here right out of the set, and a 1, 2, 3 block. And so they're both set up against the mag like that. And then here's the tool. And the tool has a diamond in it, and it's got a little bit of a slope cut in the top of it so that you end up with a thicker portion here. And then the serrations are in here so you have something to hang on to. And so when the tool is set on the 7 degree, now we have the ability to dress the stone for the 7 degrees. Now it's going to be very light cuts. The mag's on. This is a variable mag, so you would really want to keep the magnetism down so that this tool will slide easily back and forth on here. Now, another option is you can make one out of brass or copper and do the same thing, and then the mag's not going to affect the actual part. This is the second one that Chewy had made. On this one, the serrations are back all the way, which makes it, you have to be really careful that you don't come off the mag, or you need a bigger block so you don't end up twisting it like that. Again, doing this work to the wheel, you would go ahead and color the wheel. You could even rough the wheel first with a stone, which is
Your black
yeah,
grinding
you
stone.
had it. You had it. We're gonna go get it. So a stone similar to this, so you could actually come in, hand rough it to knock off at the close to the 7 degrees.
May I interject?
Yes, go ahead. You should be holding this class, not me.
So, if you're gonna rough this, you could take the side of the wheel, a good corner, just to give you a pictured idea of what 7 degrees looks like. So you can actually dress like this and pretty much get really, really close for the roughing, that portion of it.
All right, so we found the stone, and so this basically with this stone, emulating roughly a 7 degree, you're going to want to go ahead with this, of course, with the wheel turning, and go ahead and start to shape the stone. And a good thing to do is use one of the corners that's on this for your shaping, and you would go ahead and rough in close to what you believe is the 7 degrees, and then you would go ahead and start using the diamond and create your complete 7 degrees. So hope this is a good little tip. Thank Chewy here for showing. He gave me these some time ago. He told me, he showed me how to use them back then.
And I didn't charge him either.
Yeah, and I don't, not enough experience. So it's great that he's by today and we're discussing this. And I hope it's something all you guys can use out there that have surface grinders also. All right, thanks for watching. It was just a quickie one, and thank you, Chewy, my bud. Okay, as I said, I had more work to do to get the idler pulley set up to grind, and I think I got it worked out. I've gone through a few renditions of how I might get this set up to grind, and my first renditions, I was having a problem with the pulley still spinning as I was holding it in the V block only. I think you can see the V block there. Then I finally got smart. It's a 1/2 inch shaft, put a 1/2 inch collet in there, and then I can actually use the V block to hold the pulley from spinning. So I've got the Suburban Tool Master Grind all set up to go, and now I need to shape the wheel. But before I shape the wheel, I'm only going to be grinding about 400 thousandths on this side and then on the opposite side, which means I'll have to grind the wheel twice for each angle. But with that said, my wheel is a 1/2 inch thick, so I'm going to have to narrow the wheel down to the 400,000ths. So let me get that set up and we'll take a look at that. Okay, you'll have to excuse the handheld here, but I wanted to give you a shot of this. So I need to thin the wheel. The wheel right now is 505 thousandths, and I need to go down to 403. So I've got a tool that I've purchased here that will grind both sides of the grinding wheel. So I've got the back side touched off already, and I'm going to make a few passes there to get the back side of the wheel straight and parallel with the mag, and then I will use the other diamond on this side, which is movable, and go ahead after I straighten the back, mic it. My 505 won't be any good anymore. Get a new dimension, and then I can start feeding in here. So see if I can take you along for some of this. You're kind of in the way with the camera. Okay, you're in the way. Okay, got the backside cleaned up there. So just going to check it. And please note, this is a nice, so I took about 5 thou off the wheel. So I'm at 500 right now. Please note, anybody's gonna bitch about me, this is a Starrett, beautiful little mic, but it actually, I bought it for $5. It reads intense, and the anvil's actually got a little chip right here. So it's a perfect one to go ahead and use on the surface grinder here for this purpose. Okay, so we'll get 100 thousandths, a little under 100 thousandths to take off the wheel here. So we'll get going, make contact from the other side, and start cutting this wheel. Hey guys, I got it in backwards. Yeah, damn it. Let me think about this for a second. I'm still good. Let me do some cleanup here. Okay, got the wheel shaped for thickness. Came out at 4029, and I was hitting for 403 balls, so close enough. And you can see the step right here. So new tool to me, first time I've actually used it, and it has a micrometer here on the side that's reads 10 thousandths is what it says, but basically every large marking of 10 slashes, let's call it, or 1 thou, I guess, is what this was saying. It's actually cutting 5 thousandths in depth. So once I figured that out, it was real simple just to dial it in and take it on down. So next step now is to get the slope on the wheel, and then we can do the setup to grind the idler. Okay, got the Clearview Heinrich Schmidt set up here, and going to go ahead and put the angle in it. I've shown this before in other videos. The cool thing about this is you can look down this tube, it's magnified, and you can see the diamond. So it really makes it very, very nice for viewing and cutting it. As you can see, the tool's already set at 7 degrees. Got to turn on the 3-phase. So the diamond's behind center. Get the table locks set up so the table's not going to go moving on me. And gas on. Okay, I think I'm ready to go for it. So got a 7-degree slope on the wheel. I've touched off on the back of the rim right there. Still have to go down. Besides using the scale on the machine, I put a dial indicator here, and I got to check, but I think we're going for 180 thousandths depth of cut. Should be really when we just start to catch that line. That look right? I think so. So let me get started, and I'll bring you back. You're going to be in my way. All right, set you over here. It's 80 thousandths. 180 certainly sounded too much. So I think we're good to go. Let's give it hell. Touching on the rim there. Contact. Set that to 0. And let's try. This one screwed my handle. Get. Hang on. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, I like that. It looks good. I put a little radius on the edge of the wheel so I wouldn't have a sharp corner. And I think it looks good. Let me get it, move this thing and take a peek. Well, first half is done. Looks good. So we'll go on for the second. Well, as mentioned earlier in the video, here's the little diamond setup that we demonstrated with Chewy. And I've already cut the 7 degrees on here. So let's go in and see how close I got. See if I'm good or not. You can see it's the magnet really does drag on that guy. Could probably even do it with residual magnetism, and you know, this is dangerous. Okay, a longer tool would be helpful, a longer block, but let's give it a go. So we're set up there, we're set up there. Clear. Okay, I've made contact with the wheel. And basically was right on. Getting the same dress right across it. So that's another way that you can actually dress a wheel if you don't have a tangent dresser or the Herman Schmidt. You can rough it in with a stone first and then finish it with this guy. Alright, back onto the second angle now. Well, going handheld here. Hopefully you guys can see it. I dressed the wrong side of the wheel when I cut it down to 400 thousandths. So I can't get in close enough to over here without hitting the V-block up here. And I actually was planning on pulling this side down, cleaning that side up. New use of that tool and ended up doing it back asswards, and now I got myself a situation here of how to hold this guy, or I got to redo another wheel. I think it's cocktail time, so I got to go ponder on this one. We'll be back. Well, you can see I got a little jack screw in there, and that seems to be working. I'll let it cool for a second. Probably getting hot. Bring you back when it's done. Going a little handheld here, but there's the finish, and proof will be in the pudding. Let's go put it in the lathe. You can see the little jack screw that I put in there. It did push it a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. If it is, I can remachine this a little bit more. Here at the machine. Well, we're back here at the machine. Pulley's installed, and the belt is just tracking beautiful. I think you can see that bottom one. So it solved the problem. And this back one, right in the center now. So success on that repair. All right, let's go. 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 Haha, you're in the video. You're in the video. Go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Come on. Let's go. Shh. Shh. Sit down. Sit. 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 Good boy. All right.